Hi guys, so we are in Zanzibar and I am having my worst nightmare come true.
Mixed feelings.
Not mixed feelings. I'm having my worst nightmare come true, paying a lot of money and be out of season in a destination. Even though online says that it is the season, but no, it's not. So yeah, the weather is really warm, but there is no sun, and that's something that I look for in a vacation usually. I'm not too picky. I want to tan and I want to eat good food, and there's lots of good food here. We're in an all-inclusive, incredible hotel.
Very naggy and entitled in that video.
That's fine. I am always entitled, so people, if they've been following me for a bit, they already know that. Can I have for starter the second starter? Oh, sorry. No, maybe.
With duck confit?
Yes, that one. Yeah. And then for the main course, can I have the first one, the sauteed langoustines? And for dessert, I'll have tropical cake. Yeah.
I would take the octopus, the langoustine, and chocolate mousse.
Incredible hotel, really good food, all inclusive. Absolutely no complaints there. 4 pools, a swim-up bar, but there is no sun. And that's as simple as that.
Walking to the beach with
yes, but as simple as that one thing just completely throws off everything else. Like, I think I'm going through the stages of grief, and I think I'm almost reaching the acceptance stage, but I'm still not quite there. Like, for you to understand how sad the situation is for my brain is, this morning I went to the gym. I have never stepped foot in a gym in any hotel I've ever been in. I think maybe once, but like, this is not something I routinely do in a hotel, go to the gym. So yeah, that's the level of desperation for sun. And the entire time I was on that treadmill, which was 90 minutes, I was looking out the window and there was not a single drop of sunshine. Yeah, there was some sunshine afternoon, I think, for about 10 minutes combined, not all together, combined. But yeah, the food is incredible though. Not very local, it's more like European kind of fusion. They have 3 different restaurants that you can go to. You just have to book into it, or you can go to the buffet, which is part of the all-inclusive. All the drinks are included. There are cocktails, there's wine, there's beer, whatever you want. That's all, again, part of the package. They have this bracelet that kind of tells them that, yeah, that you're in all-inclusive area, which I think it's everyone here is. I don't think there is a non-all-inclusive option in this hotel, and it's a very popular place.
I think it's all-inclusive.
Yeah, like, I've seen this hotel all around Instagram even before we decided on the destination, so it's quite popular. Our second hotel will be only half board, only breakfast and dinner, and it's going to be on the other side of the island. We'll see. I'm not too hopeful for the weather. Yeah, no, it won't get better, but yeah. Again, anyways, going through the stages.
I think the take-home message is that season is probably from, if the dry season is from June to October, then it should come between July and September.
Yeah, so if they say that the season starts in June, don't come in June, come in July. that's the takeaway. So this is one of the restaurants, Culinarium. It's more like seafood restaurant kind of, and it's on a bungalow that is on the sea. Like, it's built on the sea, and it's really, really beautiful during the day and during the night as well. Okay, so we got our appetizer. This is a beetroot shot, and then it's fish later, fish, fried fish with sauce broccoli. And broccoli. Where's broccoli? Oh, yes, there is a little broccoli. So I don't eat broccoli, so I'll have to scrape that off. And I don't really like beetroot, but I'm actually gonna give it a go, just for the sake of exploration. So what do you have for your starter?
It's supposed to be octopus with chorizo, which I found a very interesting combination.
It's like a little burrito from octopus.
It's a spring roll.
A spring roll, yeah. And then I have a duck confit with a baby leaf salad. I would eat. The rest that don't look like something I would enjoy.
Steak.
Just steak, but in the regular one.
True. But like otherwise.
And now onto our main. A langoustine stuffed with stuff, and then some rice. And Tiago has the same.
You know.
Another day with no sun. Day 4. Day 4 of our very expensive vacation that has no sun.
Your prison.
I am documenting my misery.
Survivor's Island.
Yes, I'm surviving. Because but that's something that I cannot say that I'm money oriented, because what I want is free. The sun is free, so what I want is free. It's not that I want a luxurious yacht trip that you cannot afford. No. I want what's supposed to be for free here. This is the way to the pools. This is the gym. Well, end of day 4. Things things start to look up. We had some sun today, maybe like a 1 hour worth total, but still, no. Total, like if you don't count the one for the clouds, not more than an hour.
The sun is incredibly strong.
It is very strong.
Like when it comes out, you kind of want it to go away, the little clouds.
But I finally got some color, have some even like a little burnt spots. Not as much as you got burned all over.
Yeah, so it fits my skin type, which is albino.
Tiago, you're hardly albino with your Portuguese roots.
But I'm very, I never tan, I just got pink and sun.
And now we are going on a sunset cruise with views like these. You know, it's a good promotion that my mood was very low and I had like all the alcohol I could get in the last 3 days, and my mood was still low. But now the sun came out and my mood is higher, even though I had almost no alcohol today. So that just shows that alcohol doesn't solve problems.
Almost no alcohol.
Well, I had a tiny beer over lunch compared to my consumption the last few days. That's like nothing. Like the first day here, I had 2 tequila shots at midday. So
it's a pity those
compared,
guys left.
Compared to that, I had nothing today.
Jackie,
Okay.
I think we're gonna go back to pick up.
So we are on the smaller boat that will take us to a bigger boat to do a sunset Something happened.
Oh, now that the song ended.
Yeah, but now we can actually see them.
I was so sure of our love. I never thought of any reason, a doubt about us, and now I'm right back at the start. Halfway through a bottle, baby, and nothing to know.
Quick room tour. This is our bed. This is a little living area. There's a balcony there. Big closet. Like not closet. How do you call it? Chest of drawers. And then a closet here. And then a nice 2-sink bathroom and a shower. We are going to check out another restaurant, Italian cuisine, today. And we did a sunset tour that you saw in the previous clips, which was, well,
I liked it.
great. Not my style, but That's fine. So our sunset cruise was a bit erratic. People just kept coming with a small boat onto our big boat, and then they took us to see the sunset, and they had water for free, and then if you wanted you could purchase beer or little snacks like chips or crisps, yeah. And then there was this group of ladies that looked like they were supposed to attend the Leonardo DiCaprio yacht party instead of that cruise. So that was really funny. And then they left like before even the sunset. Then we met a lovely couple which were from US as well, and yeah, but like it was really not my vibe because the boat was felt for me quite unsafe. It was a very traditional fisherman's boat, and the capacity that they, like the amount of people they put on it, it was definitely more than this boat should hold. But Iago loved it. He really likes authentic experiences, and they put up the sail, and then they did some traditional music with traditional instruments, so that part was cool and very authentic and very nice. Another kind of type of, not scam, but difference, I suppose. Like we bought this tour through a guy who was just on the beach selling those, like an agent, I guess. But then if you buy it through our hotel, like the price is like triple. And apparently
more.
Even more, yeah. Like it's really, and that's not like that price. That's not worth it. We pay €20 per person, which is quite $20 or €20.
20 euros.
20 euro, yeah. Like which was, I guess, fair for what we experienced.
Are you ready to order?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
And then the only thing that kind of dampened the experience a little bit at the end is they basically originally they brought us on a small boat to a bigger boat, and on the way back they just dropped us off at the beach, which was quite far from our hotel, maybe like a 1 kilometer, a bit less than a 1 kilometer walk on the beach. But the problem is the tides here, they have a lot of high and low tides, so during the nighttime part of the beach to walk back is actually flooded, so we couldn't access it, so we had to ask another hotel to let us pass. No one picked us up, no one like communicated that there is another way to get back to our hotel, and the beach was quite also dark at that time. There was no vendors or there was no lights, so obviously I was like, we were together, so I was okay, but if I was doing that alone I would be like terrified. We got back safely, of course, but still that was something that was kind of really annoying. And then we were considering to buy more tours from the same guy, but now we're not going to be doing that, and we'll just have to find alternative. Hey guys, I was really blessed today because the sun is shining and it was an incredible day. Yes, it wasn't all the time sunny, but it was just enough for me to finally start to get some tan and to enjoy all of this without feeling like I'm missing out on all the sun. And look at that sunset. That is about maybe in half an hour it will set. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, news to tell you guys. As you know, I'm starting a new job from July, and I recently got my list of rotations that I will have in the hospital that I'm moving to. It's gonna be 4 different rotations through the year. I'll probably do like a reveal of them a bit later, maybe in this vlog, maybe the next one. And I'm very excited. It's just it's such a huge achievement for me to move to a bigger, more acute hospital and to get to experience, a very like a model for proper huge hospital with all of the specialties and all of the on-calls, and be exposed to different consultants and different specialties to decide on what I want to do with my life and with my future career. So it's all very exciting. What else can I tell you from the news? Oh, let me show you this view because this is just incredible. Look at this gorgeous view. Wow. Our room is a little bit on the outskirts of the hotel, so it's quite a walk from the beach, which is fine because I need to do my steps. Actually, in the hospital I'm currently working in, we're doing a step challenge for June, so everyone is like participating, and then we combine our step count, and there are teams of 4, and then at the end of the month of June we'll get a winner. I'm not sure what the winner is gonna get, but I'm trying to do my part even though I'm on vacation. I'm trying to do the best I can. I actually went to the gym the other day and I did like 5 kilometers, which is, I don't know, like about 11,000 steps. It's not too bad. And in terms of our plans, further plans for this vacation is we are going, day after tomorrow, we are going on an excursion. We're gonna see an island, we're gonna see a sandbank, we're gonna see a city center of one of the like Stone Town, which is like a city center of this island, like the capital of the island, which is gonna be very exciting. I'll take you along with me, of course. Now we finished with the sun for today. I'm going to have a shower and get some dinner after, probably. Okay, so Tiago is going to reception to do something, and I think it's a good opportunity for you to see our room another time. First of all, check out my bikini that is already falling apart, and I just got it for this vacation, and it's literally disintegrating as we speak, but it's still a very cute bikini and I'm really happy with it. So this is the main entrance here, and we have a closet here with all my dresses, and we have a bathroom with my favorite type of sinks, which is 2 sinks and a walk-in shower. Then we have the main living area, have a not a king size bed, we have 2 twin beds, and then we have a little living space here with a couch, and then we have a beautiful balcony with a view to, well, more rooms out there and some palm trees. I'm not gonna open the door just yet. And then I'm gonna show you, so we are in an all-inclusive resort hotel, and this is what they stock in your fridge every 2 days. So we have 3 bottles of water, we have 2 bottles of Fanta, we have 4 bottles of Coca-Cola, and then we have 3 bottles of Sprite. They don't stock any alcohol in your room, but as you know, in all-inclusive, the alcohol is available throughout the day in the hotel. You can just go to the bar and you can ask for cocktails, mixers, all simple stuff. They're not gonna make you something amazing like a cosmopolitan, but they will make you a whiskey cola, Long Island iced tea. Actually, I just tried and it wasn't bad at all. So this is the tour of the room, and it's the most like, I think it's the most like kind of economy kind of room in this hotel. Every time when I go on vacation, I say that I won't bring much makeup, and this is all the makeup I brought for this trip, and I'm thinking that's too much. Like, if I had to do it all over again, I honestly wouldn't bring one of these. I would probably just stick with one colored lip balm and one just transparent one, with one eyeshadow palette, one blush, one brush, one, actually, yeah, more or less, it's just this one I think is the outlier. Everything else will probably take, I'll take the same. And then I brought my own moisturizer, and this is such a weird thing that they don't have a moisturizer in this hotel. They only have hand soap, and then they have in the shower, they have the shower gel, and then they have the conditioner, but I don't have any cream, which is a bit weird. And then we brought this for like excursions and stuff. We haven't used it just yet, but I think we're gonna take it with us when we go on an excursion the day after tomorrow. And then we have some, obviously, some antiperspirant, and then some really good sun protection, and then some more sun protection. This is Tiago's perfume, and then we have some toothpaste. So this is our vanity. Now I'm gonna go into the shower after all this sun. I think I deserve it. Let's see if I got some color. I think I got some color. I think this definitely, like there's a different color of this. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I think there is. I did what I could. There was no sun for the first 3 days, so, you know. Yeah, and something that was definitely an overkill, but I did bring my hairspray. And then from my point of like kind of skincare. I brought my moisturizer, I brought my eye cream, I brought my ordinary serum, and I brought 2 masks. I did already one, and this is the other one.
Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before, so take it easy.
Today is the first time we got out of our hotel and we took a tuk-tuk to a very traditional nearby kind of little town. But it looks like it's for tourists anyways, but there's no tourists inside actually. There's just locals that I see, to be honest. There are lots of shops for clearly targeted for tourists, but I don't see any tourists. Tiago is just exchanging money at the moment. Let me show you the tuk-tuk that we came with. So with this beautiful deco, and basically it's like an open kind of open door vehicle. It was a smooth ride overall and very much traditional. It was €10 there and back, and it's about 3 kilometers from our hotel. Tiago decided to give me a tour of everything that is wrong with the world, because he thinks that buying a souvenir in a place like this would save their economy. You know, he's one of those people.
Save, but I recommend to buy in the hotel.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
I hate you. I hate you. Oh my god, look at this. I don't even know what this animal is. It's so the prices are more than in Europe. I can buy cheaper sangria in Spain.
Take it easy. Said that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before.
We're walking through a very traditional village. Tiago's trying to get some souvenirs, but there is no souvenirs inside. But it's like super low.
Souvenirs. I just don't know where they are.
Yeah. All your typical stuff, nothing like there's like masks and
Masks?
necklaces. Well, yeah, you know this traditional African
Oh,
masks.
essentially, we went on it's postcards more than
Yeah,
that.
well, that I don't know. I haven't seen any postcards, but I'm sure they have them.
I think
The
it's
weather is scorching.
It's scorching.
Yeah. This is the road. Oh, well, now you know how easy it is to get there. You can go there on, well, anytime you want, really. So we're back at the hotel. I am absolutely melting. So that first dip in the pool will be epic. So we went around the village and Tiago wanted to buy some postcards. And obviously he had to practice his hugging skills. So he was buying trying to buy 5 postcards. And they were like, obviously there's some sun damage on them. But they were fine, just normal, irregular postcards. And the guy tried to charge him for 5 postcards, €15. Euro, not local currency. In local currency, that's 45,000 shillings. So obviously we were like, no. And the counter offer was like €5 so basically €1 each, which is already like kind of more than you can get in most European destinations. But you know, like there's no point, as I think I mentioned that in my previous videos, that I don't like hugging to the point of no return. I don't see the point in that, and I don't think it's very nice overall to do that. So we didn't do that. But then he's like, he didn't go for the price, so we had to move on. He ended up buying, what did he buy? He ended up buying 2 magnets, like €2 each, something like that. Yeah, Morilova, yeah. Margarita, yeah. Asante san. Tiago decided to explore a street that we have outside of the hotel. So I'm going back to the room just to grab the towel and go to the pool because I am roasting. Good morning. We are going to the full day excursion today, starting in Stone Town, which is the capital of Zanzibar. I see the weather and I'd rather be by the pool.
The end.
The end. Yeah, but you cannot predict these things. If I could know, I would go the first 2 days when it was like cloudy the whole day. But you can't really go into the past, unfortunately. Well, so far we're the only ones in the car, so I think later on we're gonna change to a boat, so it's gonna be more people there. Obviously Tiago is very excited.
I guess the weather yesterday was a bit better. No? Like if you had done the tour yesterday, to be really hot.
No, but today can be the same.
Just not I think it's too early yet.
It's too early. It's just too early now. It seems like it's gonna be, but I think it's gonna be as hot as it was today, if not more hot.
We'll see.
We are going to experience new things today. Yes. So after finish that, when you see the tour, we just come there.
How long to Prison Island? How long?
Do you still prefer shared or private?
Oh my god, I would go crazy on a private in this boat. I would go absolutely mental. I'll probably jump out and swim back and go to the nearest police station. There are like 5-star hotels. I'll just wait it out there until my flight. And I'll ask a nice policeman officer to take me to the airport. See, I'm a man with a plan. We are on a boat that is very, very small. It's going to take about 20 minutes to the first point of visit, which is a Prison Island. It's an island with turtles and some whatever other stuff. The weather today is perfect for this excursion because there is no direct sun so far and it's already 10:45. It took us 2 hours to get to the Stone Town, which we didn't see yet because it was like pouring rain. They got us umbrellas, but they were still not suitable for like a tour or anything. And then we have 4 more people with us. I think they're all French. And we're basically a 6-people group. But the boat is tiny, so like I cannot see how this boat can possibly take more people. It's a very traditional one as well. And then we have our lunch in these boxes that we're gonna have on the sandbank.
We'll have to wait for our guy.
Yeah.
We pay here. No, these are fake.
Are they? I don't know. Oh yeah. Wow, the fake ones look just like the... No, they're real! This one is moving, Tiago.
That head is moving?
No, not that head, that one.
Oh no, that one is for sure moving.
No, moving. Yeah. They're all moving. They're not fake turtles. Why would they put fake turtles amongst the real ones? That makes no sense.
J'ai entendu que c'était l'orange. 68.
Look at that baby turtle. So the oldest turtle here is over 200 years old, and the regional turtles were brought as a gift from Seychelles. Seychelles?
Yeah.
I think he said 5 turtles were brought, and now they're over 150. And well,
They have plenty of babies anyway.
They have a housing crisis on their hands. I know they carry the house with them, but still.
Take take it easy.
So we are going to the sandbank now from Prison Island, and I'll try to tell a little bit about the history of this island later on, because now we have to embark on our little boat called Italy, actually, funnily enough. I think you should let it go. I think you should let it go at this point.
T'as quoi ça va? Tiens. C'est le mi.
We can walk a bit and then.
But don't go.
So this is, what's the name again?
Nakupenda.
Nakupenda, which is a sandbank
Very big.
in the middle of the ocean. And it's full of people because everyone wants to have a picnic on this slice of paradise. The weather is better. The rain stopped temporarily. There is no direct sun, which is great.
There's some like clear sky there, hopefully.
And the water is so warm. So honestly, this is as good as it gets. There's no rain, there's no sun, and the water is warm. So for me, it's literally the dream. And about the prison island. So the prison island has different names. It's called Turtles Island because, well, turtles live there. Then the other name is Quarantine Island because back in the day where people wanted to arrive to the mainland, they had to stay there for quarantine from diseases like yellow fever, cholera, stuff like that. Then the third name is, well, the Prison Island. And it's called like that because there was a prison built there. It was never used as a prison, but it was built. And I forgot the fourth name. What was the fourth name of the island? The Turtles, Prison Island,
Shangu.
Shangu, because there is fish called
it's
Shangu
like a rock. That's like
next to it.
It's like.
And then it was also used in slavery, but not to trade slaves. They sent some of the slaves to the prison island to just keep them there, and they were the ones that were difficult to manage on the mainland. That's how our guide put it, so not sure what that means exactly.
30 is fine.
So we are waiting for them to cook us our lunch, which would be a barbecue of seafood. I think they're all the different companies are sharing the equipment, so they're waiting for someone to finish. So we're just walking around the sandbank at the moment. It's very beautiful. It's not very well maintained. There's some spots where you can see clearly someone didn't pick up after themselves. Point in question here. But majority of it is pretty well preserved. I'm gonna show you our boat. It's called Italy. It's right there. And then they put up a tent like this. There's some chairs for people to eat. So this is a stone town in the horizon there, where we're gonna go after for a little kind of a tour of the town center. And then we're going to go back to the hotel, which is going to be a whopping 2-hour drive. I think it was very trafficy on the way there, so it took us quite a long time. I think when we arrived it took us only 1 hour. So as you can see, the sand where I'm standing is wet, which means that when it's high tide, all this water will go up to here, and there will still be some of the sandbank left, but a very small kind of stretch, and then all the way up to here it will be water. Right, let's have a morbid moment from Margot. I just had a random thought, that if I just walk into the sea right now on this sandbank in Zanzibar and just drown, like die, people won't ever know what happened. There will be theories, there will be true crime podcasts, there will be a lot of heartbroken family members, but they won't ever know. Did I do it deliberately? Did the wave just caught me? Did someone kill me? I don't know. This is the kind of random thoughts I have in my head sometimes, and I just leave with them. I also, the other day, I was in the pool and I dived in and I came back up, obviously, and then I asked my fiance, I'm like, Tiago, do you ever have a thought that like just don't come up? Like, do you ever feel like you just go down and just you won't come up, or you don't want to come up? And he's like, no. And that's how you spot people with depression in the past or in the present, or in people that never really had it. Yeah. Well, morbid moment from Margot is over. Now I'm gonna go back into appreciating everything I have at the moment. Again, driving through all of the local villages on the way to here is eye-opening. Not that I didn't know that like some parts of Africa are extremely underdeveloped. Of course I knew. I don't live in a vacuum. But it's one thing to talk about it and to like see it on TV or see it on social media posts, but another thing is to actually see it in actually see it out of sight of the window, seeing little girls in headscarves, women like washing pots in it with rainwater, or washing clothes in buckets, having houses made from mud and wood. Some of them, like most of them, I would say made from like concrete and brick, but there is lots of houses that were basically made from mud and wood, just wood. And it's just, yeah, on one hand I think it's incredible that someone is so crafty they can actually make up a house for themselves, and on the other hand obviously it's extremely sad. And yeah, well, I guess the morbid minute did not finish there. Well, I see Tiago coming up, so I'm gonna wrap this up.
Non,
Ah si, il y avait un truc avec...
Il y avait Nissi.
Nissi... Nissini? Non?
So we are going back to the Stone Town to have a tour there on a little boat. And the sun is out.
Le British, donc les Anglais, ils ont déclaré que le gouvernement va être trop
Freddie Mercury was from Zanzibar. So this is one of the styles of a Zanzibar door, and the chain used to mean that there is a slave owner or slave trader that lives there, and then the flower means a florist, which is kind of, yeah. And then there is another style of door, is that one with the spikes. And this is an Indian style door, and the purpose of the spikes, well, here it's just for deco, but originally the purpose was, apparently in India elephants would come into the house, try to come into the house to find water, and they were crushing it, so they put the spikes to keep them out. So she's president of Tanzania, and this one of Zanzibar, and then vice prime minister of Zanzibar.
As you know that you make
Mosque and a church. This used to be a slave market. Now it's a church. Hi guys, we are leaving today. Just walking out from breakfast, our last all-inclusive breakfast, and then we have a car booked for in about an hour. I don't think I showed you this part, so this is the breakfast area behind me, and then I think I showed you the pools and things. This is the way leading up to the reception area, and this is the elevators. And we are on the top floor with the best, absolute best view of the whole cabanas and things. I'm very sad because, well, it feels like the vacation is finishing and everything is ending, and you know, life has no meaning. I think Tiago is very happy to go for God knows what reason, because in the other hotel there is no all-inclusive, there is no lunch, it's only dinner and breakfast.
No more weight gain for anyone.
Yeah, and there is also, like, the room is gonna be, it has a mosquito net inside, which tells me that I'm gonna be like suffering for the next 3 days with mosquitoes, and still no sun. Should I mention that there is still no sun? Almost. Almost no sun.
My mother trees.
Saying someone in a priest shirt. So this is the beautiful cabana. Hi guys, we are checking out of our all-inclusive resort hotel in Zanzibar. We're moving to another hotel for another 3 nights, and then we're flying home. I wanted to show you final room tour, except for the bathroom. So the walkway, the beds, the beds, however you want to look at this two, they're just joined together. Then the living area and the balcony with the view. I don't think I've ever taken you to the balcony. So obviously we have this rack here, and then the view of some new developments. So that's gonna be probably another 500 room hotel. The sun is shining today. I know I keep complaining that there is no sun, but of course on a day where I cannot go directly to the pool, there is sun, and I am missing it and I'm upset, but that's okay. Yesterday we had a wonderful excursions. You saw the clips earlier on, and it was really like, it was a lot of transfer time, like between the cars and the boats, between places. It took like 5 hours total, if not more, to be honest. No, it's probably took like more just in transit, but I really liked the boat ride. I enjoyed it very much. I didn't enjoy the car ride because it was just too exhausting, and then they just basically have just one road on this island, so whenever the road is blocked, it's an absolute hell. And then there was no air conditioner in the car, so obviously it was also quite hot. Overall, the weather was kind to us yesterday. It was mostly cloudy, so we got to enjoy the sandbank and the prison island all in kind of a very mild weather conditions. Let me just close this already. Yeah, we all packed, have our suitcases all ready to go. I had to throw away one of my skirts because I kind of brought it for her last crusade here to Zanzibar. It's just full of little kind of tags, you know, when it's falling apart, which is a bit sad because I love that skirt. But well, final look, or final or last, I don't know which one is socially acceptable to use. Look at this beautiful, small but good room. We're waiting for our transfer to the other hotel. Decided to check out the store. It was always here, but we never really got the chance to look at it. And then there's a 10% discount or something. 15% off your next activity of scuba dive here.
5th to the 8th.
Push. Let's push. It has some clothing, some beach clothing, some swimsuits and dresses.
Same thing as in the market.
Just more expensive and accessible. There's some jewelry, some food even. Some traditional spirits, Zanzibar rum.
How much did the spices? But do you think we need in the customer?
Well, so this is pool number 1. And this is bar number 1. Tiago's gonna have his second coffee. And then there's a swim up bar there. And then further there will be a third pool, and then downstairs would be the fourth one. Show you. And then the beach is right there. And then this is the pool where they have all the pool activities like aquafit and volleyball. And this was my favorite pool. So we arrived to the other hotel. And this is the net, the mosquito net. And now I'm gonna show you the mosquitoes that are already lurking. They are somewhere, they're lurking. Yeah, like little bugs there on the, look at these. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this is the, bite me, yeah. This is the living area, the bed. It's nice. All really wooden style, but like normal wood, not like, it's not actually bad wood, it's fine. And then we have a walk-in shower. And then we have the toilet. And here we have body lotion. We didn't have body lotion in the last hotel, which is ridiculous. Yeah. It's obviously cheaper than the other hotel. And it only includes dinner and breakfast.
You see, in the first point of view, it's kind of.
Yeah, I told you there's one thing that is broken now. It used to be able to, with that little lever, we used to be able to move, like zoom in and zoom out, and it doesn't do that anymore. So we are in a different hotel now, which is only half board, so we only have dinner.
Only.
Well, yeah, the previous one was all inclusive, so yeah, it is only half board. And we have these menus to pick from, so we can pick one.
It's not the one that is outside.
Yes, it's the same. Slow cooked beef cheeks,
No, it's not that.
roasted duck. Yeah, that's exactly what I looked at.
Well, he gives me beef ball stir fry.
So this is my entree. It's a duck with something, and then yours is stuffed tomato with avocado
And a lot of little thingies.
and the weight. Oh, to, like
Which
to
one?
recommend to
Yeah.
lose it.
Sorry.
So this is one of the pools, the big one, and then there's a smaller one up there. This is where we were this morning. This water is so good. And then they had the stoves there to make pizza. The, what's that called? Bake stones, the oven bake stones. And then the sea is there. So there's this little cabana where you can relax. And then there is the sea right there. The tides here are a big thing, so in the low tide it will be very close. No, in the high tide. And then in the low tide it will be really far. So, I just had my lunch, which consisted of a whole pizza and 2 Long Island iced teas, which was epic. Those cocktails hit just the right spot. Now I'm thinking about going to the pool, just for you to understand the difference in vacations that me and my fiance is having. So Tiago right now is in a local village that he found by looking at Google Maps. He purchased a local eSIM card. He found a guy that owns a tuk-tuk, and he connected with him on WhatsApp, and he asked him to take him to this local village. Yeah, and I respectfully declined to go with him because it's about 30 degrees and the sun is out, and if you saw all the previous vlog, you know that the sun is out is not something that was a given at the beginning of this vacation. So I'm very, very happy that now it is. So this new hotel is obviously, it's not all inclusive, it's very much cabana style, very much like different from where we just were, but it's a vibe. I like it. I liked my lunch. Yes, it's like for money. I'm kind of, after all inclusive, I'm not used to paying for things, but well, because that's the way of life. I'm gonna show you a little bit around the pool. So this is the main pool with the palm trees and everything, and this is the main cabana, which is the restaurant where we have our dinner and our lunch, and there's a bar down there. We just have a few days left in paradise. Well, this hotel is far from paradise, Jesus Christ, but sure. Iago's upset. He went to see the news on my iPad. I'm gonna stay by the pool. It's actually raining now, which is not such a bad break from a very scorching sun that we had all week, so I don't particularly mind. On the other hand, I'm running out of books. I think I read everything I brought with me, and this is literally like one of my last books that I had on my Kindle forever, and I didn't really particularly were interested in reading in the first place, but you know, you read what you have to read if you have nothing. This is the pool that we have, and there's a smaller pool there, as I already said, and then there's a spa there looking over the ocean. Some palm trees, and then we have our bar here. Hey guys, I decided to go to the gym of the hotel. It's very, very simple. There's no aircon, obviously. Then I have these two weights here, and then there is the weight balls there. And out of all the structure, the only thing that actually works is this, which is just basically just stable. You can just do pull-ups, and then there are weights. So I'm gonna do a little bit of weights. So Netflix in Tanzania still has Friends, so I'm watching Friends. I'm so tired of sun. I know, I didn't know I'm gonna say that, but well, here we are. So I'm just hanging out in my room. Tiago is visiting another local village, and then we have live music tonight at the restaurant and the buffet.
But this water right now we are not using for drinking.
No.
Okay.
We use for washing. From government.
Literally.
No, because it's just in that way, like they have everything they need, you know?
Yeah.
This is a fish market of this village, Kikambani. We went to the local school and to the local hospital, all of which were extremely eye-opening. And then the cows are just chilling there. There's an extremely Christian song playing on the background. Something about Jesus. That's fine. So we are by the pool. Today is our last day in this wonderful hotel and in Zanzibar. We are flying out at midnight tonight, and the hotel was actually absolutely brilliant in giving us a room. Like, they just said you don't have to vacate the room, you don't have to check out. Like, we already settled the bill and everything, but they said you can just stay in the room the whole day. Like, this is unbelievable. Like, we've never been treated like this before. You know, like hotels are usually very strict about checkout times. So I'm like so happy that like they just allowed us to stay. I have no problem with us staying until 7:30 p.m., which is unheard of, for you to understand. Unheard of. They also checked us in earlier when we arrived, so that was absolutely brilliant. And I just feel that we're so lucky picking this hotel for like final stay, because in the other one that we were on the other side of the island, the checkout time was 12 and they were pretty strict about it. Tiago is just at the bar getting us some beers. It was raining all morning, which is kind of fits with the mood and the vibe of today. It's a bit sad. And now it's really, really cloudy. So it's kind of nice. Like, I don't really want to swim because it's kind of a bit too cold. And now Tiago is back and he has no beers in his hands. So that's a bit... He'll bring it.
And
okay.
there's no Kilimanjaro result.
That's
like
fine.
the safari.
That's fine. And did you figure out how to use the Apple Pay?
He said I couldn't pay now. So he said he'll pay later. What can I tell you?
That's okay. Well,
So
we still need to tell them that we took one beer from the...
No, I have to tell the guys there.
Yeah, in the reception, yeah. That we took one. It was
Actually,
one
I'll-
safari, small beer, $4, I think. The
I
price
will give
was.
a tip to our cleaner.
I think you should give tips to, like, with all this money, you should just give out them throughout. Like, the guy at the reception was super helpful, the one,
one
like,
that
the
gave
main
you the
one.
glasses?
Huh?
The one that found you the glasses?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like you said,
I lost my glasses the other day because I had 2 Long Island iced teas. And then I just couldn't find them anywhere. And they found them on the beach. And the funny part is I don't remember going to the beach. So that's funny. Yeah. And Tiago has some Tanzanian rupees or whatever, their local currency left. And he will probably just go and tip our cleaner now. Let's see if I can show you. Oh yes, I can. So I'm gonna show you the local currency. That's how they look like. They have a nice little elephant there. Fortunately, we didn't get to safari on this trip. Zanzibar doesn't have a safari. You have to go to the mainland of Tanzania to get there, and obviously you have to take a plane, and it's a whole thing, and it's quite pricey as well. So we decided not to do that on this occasion, but maybe in the future. I think South Africa would be more appropriate for safari because it's more like kind of more developed, and it's just probably going to be logistically easier to organize it there. Not that I have much interest going there, I'll be honest with you. I'm more, European vacation girly. So yeah, so this is, I'll show you. So this is the one with the elephant. It's 10,000 shillings, and I believe it's an equivalent of about €2, €3, something like that. And then there is this one that is 5,000, which is an equivalent of like €1 probably. And then there's this one, which is 2,000 with a lion, and it's probably equivalent of 50 cents.
it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 thousand.
Yeah. So we moved under their shed because it's still raining outside pretty heavily. And this is the ocean. It's high tide at the moment, but when it's low tide, if you can see like further on the waves up there, this is where, let me see. Yeah. So the waves up there, this is where the high tide finishes and the low tide starts. So from about like 3 p.m. it will be all dry in here. You can just literally walk up to the other waves down there. We are having our drinks at the moment, and Tiago is reading a book. The book that he's been reading for the last 12 vacations.
If you go on vacation a lot.
And the book is worse for wear. Like, you can literally see pages falling out of it because it's been brought on so many trips, and it saw every single suitcase we own and every country that we've been to in the last 7 years. Its book was given to us by a friend, an ex-friend.
I asked
Yeah.
you.
He gave him, that was the funniest gift ever because he literally, on one holiday, it was his birthday or something, so this friend gifted Tiago 3 books even though he never saw him read.
But I asked for the books.
No, you didn't ask for these books, and he gave him 3 books, and this is one of the books, and the other 2 he told me to sell on Vinted because, well, I just realized that I read them all, by the way. Well, not all, but I think I read 2 out of 3.
Did you sell the Justice one?
Oh no, Justice no. Justice was not the book he gave. He gifted.
The
Justice was
biography of something.
Justice was I read Justice, and Justice was the book that you had in Portugal, and I read it while we were in Portugal, and then you read it like several years after that, but you did finish it. I think that's the only book we own you actually finished.
No, I finished a couple of Portuguese books.
Portuguese, true.
After
The Blood of the Sun or whatever,
Yeah.
something. Yeah, he did finish.
And the one about Montenegro, the Prime Minister.
Montenegro?
Oh, Montenegro is our Prime Minister.
Oh, that's the surname.
Yeah.
Because
sorry.
Montenegro is also a country. Okay. You know, if you want like a European vacation that is more authentic, we should go to like North Macedonia, stuff like that. It's gonna be a hell to get there, but
I've proposed to do the Balkans.
the Balkans. I'm from Russia. Doing the Balkans is at the moment.
There were so many Russians here
There
as
is
well.
like you. It's easier for me to go to Syria for vacation than to go to Balkans.
Well, but there were so many Russians here. You were upset about it.
I wasn't upset about them being here. I was just not expecting them to be here. I was just surprised because it's a pricey vacation. Like I was surprised that
It is.
that
We don't know if they live
people
in
with the
Russia.
weak currency can actually afford it. I was just surprised. No, in the hotel we are currently at, there are no Russians. There are Germans mostly and French. Yes, Germans and French. And then the previous hotel, it was like crawling with Russian people, which I was super surprised about. Because I didn't even know that Zanzibar was like when I lived in Russia, Zanzibar was not something that people talked about as a vacation. It was on Turkey and Egypt. So I was just surprised that it's even on the map. But apparently, not only it's on the map, apparently there will be direct flights soon from Moscow to Zanzibar, which is great for people that want to take vacation in an exotic place without switching 5,000 planes. So great for them. But it's just I just didn't know that you can really afford that. But yeah, I guess maybe Robo is stronger than I thought. I gave it credit. Okay, it's raining again. It's 2:30. We're gonna have lunch now, and it's pouring down.